Welcome back. Imagine holding a stone no larger than a walnut, yet inside it burns an entire universe. Flashes of red. Explosions of blue. Rivers of green and gold dancing across a surface darker than midnight. At first glance, it looks impossible. Almost artificial. Almost magical. But this mysterious treasure is completely natural. For more than a century, people have searched deserts, dug through harsh landscapes, and risked fortunes chasing this extraordinary gem. Some believe it carries luck. Others believe it carries a curse. And a few specimens have sold for astonishing amounts of money, making them some of the most valuable gemstones on Earth. This is the incredible story of black opal, the rare stone that seems to trap lightning inside darkness. And its greatest secret is even more surprising than you can imagine. Black opal is often called the king of opals. Among all varieties of opal found around the world, none captures attention quite like this one. What makes it special is not simply its beauty. Many gemstones are beautiful. What makes black opal different is the way it seems alive. As light moves across its surface, colors appear and disappear like magic. Brilliant reds suddenly explode into view. Electric blues flash across the stone. Greens and yellows seem to float beneath the surface. No two black opals are exactly alike. Each one is a unique masterpiece created by nature. Because of this, collectors, museums, and gemstone experts consider the finest black opals among the most precious gems ever discovered. But that was only the beginning. To understand why this stone became legendary, we must travel to one of the harshest environments on Earth. The story begins in the dry interior of Australia. Today, Australia produces most of the world's precious opals. But in the late 19th century, vast parts of the continent remained largely unexplored. The land was unforgiving. Temperatures could become extreme. Water was scarce. Dust storms swept across the landscape. Yet beneath this barren ground lay hidden treasures waiting to be found. In the 1900s, prospectors searching for fortune began discovering unusual stones buried deep beneath the earth. Many were ordinary opals. But then something extraordinary appeared. These stones possessed a dark body color unlike anything people had seen before. Against the dark background, the colors seemed brighter and more intense. The contrast was breathtaking. Word spread quickly. Soon miners from across Australia rushed to the region known as Lightning Ridge. The name itself sounded mysterious. And it would eventually become the most famous source of black opal in the world. People arrived with dreams of striking it rich. Some spent years digging without success. Others uncovered stones worth fortunes. What happened next shocked everyone. The value of these rare discoveries continued to climb. Entire communities grew around the search for black opals. Families built lives in the remote desert. Generations of miners devoted themselves to uncovering the hidden treasures buried beneath the ancient landscape. And that's where the mystery deepened. No one could predict where the next valuable stone would appear. A miner might spend months finding nothing. Then suddenly, a single strike of a pickaxe could reveal a gem worth more than a house. Stories like these fueled the legend of black opal. Over time, wealthy collectors became fascinated by the stone. Jewelry designers sought the finest examples. Museums displayed remarkable specimens. Royal families and celebrities admired their beauty. The gemstone world began viewing black opal as something truly exceptional. Unlike diamonds, which are found in many places around the globe, top-quality black opals are incredibly limited. Their rarity made them desirable. Their beauty made them unforgettable. And their mystery made them legendary. Yet alongside admiration came strange stories. Throughout history, opals have inspired myths and superstitions. Ancient cultures often viewed them as magical stones. Some believed opals contained the powers of every gemstone because they displayed so many colors at once. Others believed they brought protection, luck, and wisdom. But not everyone shared those beliefs. In parts of Europe, dark rumors began to spread. People whispered that opals could bring misfortune. Stories emerged linking the stones to bad luck and tragedy. These tales became so widespread that some buyers avoided opals entirely. For years, the reputation of opals suffered. Yet there was little evidence supporting these fears. Many historians believe the stories grew from misunderstandings and fiction rather than reality. Still, legends have power. And the mysterious appearance of black opal only added fuel to the imagination. When people looked into its dark depths and saw flashes of fiery color, they often felt they were witnessing something supernatural. Few people know that some indigenous Australian traditions also viewed certain stones and landscapes as deeply connected to spiritual stories passed through generations. These ancient connections added another layer to the mystique surrounding the regions where opals were found. The truth was even more surprising. The real wonder of black opal is not magic. It is science. And the science behind this gemstone is astonishing. Unlike many gemstones formed from crystals, opal forms in a very different way. Millions of years ago, water carrying tiny particles of silica moved through the ground. As the water slowly disappeared, those microscopic silica spheres remained behind. Over immense periods of time, layer upon layer accumulated. Eventually, opal was born. The remarkable colors appear because of the arrangement of these tiny spheres. When light enters the stone, it bends and scatters. Different wavelengths of light create different colors. The result is the incredible rainbow effect known as play of color. Black opal possesses a naturally dark background that makes these colors appear dramatically brighter. Think of fireworks exploding against a night sky. That dark backdrop allows every flash of color to stand out. This is why the finest black opals can look almost unreal. Some display every color visible to the human eye. Others contain patterns resembling galaxies, oceans, storms, or flames. Gemstone experts spend years studying these patterns. No machine can perfectly duplicate them. No laboratory can truly recreate nature's masterpiece. Every stone tells its own story. Today, black opal remains one of the most sought-after gemstones in existence. Collectors compete fiercely for exceptional specimens. Investors view rare examples as valuable assets. Luxury jewelers feature them in exclusive designs. Auction houses have seen extraordinary prices for outstanding stones. The finest pieces can command astonishing sums because they combine rarity, beauty, and uniqueness. Unlike many gemstones, where identical examples may exist, every black opal is completely different. Once a remarkable specimen is sold, there will never be another exactly like it. This uniqueness continues to drive demand. Around the world, museums proudly display famous black opals. Visitors often stop in amazement, unable to believe the colors they are seeing. Photographs rarely capture their true appearance. Videos help, but even they struggle to reveal the full beauty. To truly understand a black opal, many say you must see one in person. But the biggest secret was still hidden. And it reveals why black opal is even rarer than most people realize. Many people assume that all black opals look spectacular. That is not true. In fact, only a tiny percentage of discovered opals possess the combination of qualities needed to become truly exceptional black opals. The body color must be dark. The play of color must be vivid. The pattern must be attractive. The brightness must be strong. And the stone must survive extraction without damage. The odds are incredibly small. A miner may process enormous amounts of material and never uncover a world-class specimen. Years of work can produce nothing. Then suddenly, hidden inside an ordinary-looking rock, lies a treasure unlike any other. That means some of the finest black opals on Earth may still be buried beneath the Australian desert right now. Waiting. Undiscovered. Unseen. Perhaps only inches away from a miner's shovel. Perhaps hidden for millions of years more. And that possibility continues to inspire treasure hunters today. Every new excavation carries the chance of revealing something never before seen by human eyes. A completely unique Masterpiece. A once-in-history discovery. A hidden universe trapped inside stone. When we think about black opal, we are really thinking about something larger than a gemstone. We are thinking about nature's ability to create beauty beyond imagination. We are thinking about time itself. Millions of years of geological processes working together to produce a single dazzling object. A stone born from water, earth, pressure, and patience. A stone that transforms ordinary light into extraordinary color. A stone that has inspired legends, fortunes, dreams, and mysteries. And perhaps that is why black opal continues to fascinate people across the world. Not because it is rare. Not because it is valuable. But because every time someone looks into its shifting colors, they feel as if they are staring into something infinite. A hidden galaxy. A captured lightning storm. A secret universe locked inside darkness. And even now, beneath the deserts of Australia, more secrets may still be waiting to be discovered. Welcome back. Imagine holding a gemstone that changes color right before your eyes. In daylight, it shines with a rich green or bluish-green glow. But under candlelight, it transforms into a deep red or purple-red treasure. It looks like magic. It feels impossible. Yet this mysterious stone is completely real. Its name is Alexandrite. For more than a century, collectors, kings, scientists, and treasure hunters have been fascinated by it. Some call it the emerald by day and ruby by night. Others believe it carries mysterious powers. And because truly fine Alexandrite is rarer than almost any gemstone on Earth, many people spend their entire lives searching for a perfect specimen. But the most incredible thing about Alexandrite is not its beauty. It is the unbelievable story hidden behind it. And that story begins deep beneath the earth. Alexandrite is often described as one of the rarest and most valuable gemstones ever discovered. Unlike many famous gems that are known simply for their color or size, Alexandrite became legendary because it appears to be two different stones at the same time. When people first see the color change, they usually think it is some kind of trick. But it is not. The stone truly transforms depending on the light around it. This remarkable ability made Alexandrite one of the most desired gemstones in history. Wealthy collectors competed to own it. Museums proudly displayed it. Jewelers treated it like a miracle of nature. But that was only the beginning. The story of Alexandrite starts in the early 19th century in the rugged Ural Mountains of Russia. At the time, miners were searching for valuable minerals hidden among the ancient rocks. One day, they discovered unusual green crystals. At first glance, the stones appeared beautiful but not extraordinary. Then something unexpected happened. When the crystals were examined later under different light, their color changed dramatically. The discovery stunned everyone. What happened next shocked everyone. Experts quickly realized they were looking at a gemstone unlike anything previously known. The stone was eventually named Alexandrite in honor of the young Russian prince who would later become Emperor Alexander II. The timing seemed almost perfect. The green and red colors of Alexandrite closely matched the military colors of Imperial Russia. As a result, the gemstone quickly became a symbol of prestige, power, and national pride. Soon, the Russian elite wanted it. Then the royal families wanted it. And before long, collectors across the world were searching for it. And that's where the mystery deepened. The Ural Mountains produced some of the finest Alexandrite specimens ever found. These stones displayed an almost magical color change that remains the standard against which all other Alexandrites are measured today. However, the deposits were limited. The supply was never large. Many of the best stones disappeared into private collections where they were rarely seen again. As the years passed, stories about these remarkable gems spread across Europe and beyond. Wealthy aristocrats competed for ownership. Royal jewelers created magnificent pieces featuring Alexandrite as their centerpiece. The gemstone became more than a jewel. It became a status symbol. A legend. A treasure that seemed almost impossible to obtain. But the truth was even more surprising. As demand increased, miners struggled to find new sources. Many believed the greatest Alexandrite deposits had already been exhausted. For a time, it seemed possible that the world might run out of this extraordinary gemstone altogether. That fear only increased its value. The rarer it became, the more people wanted it. Throughout history, rare stones have often attracted myths and legends. Alexandrite was no exception. Some believed the stone possessed protective powers. Others claimed it could bring good fortune to its owner. In parts of Russia, people saw Alexandrite as a symbol of balance because of its dual colors. Green represented life and growth, while red represented strength and passion. Some even believed the stone could reveal emotional changes within its owner. If the gemstone seemed brighter or darker, it was said to reflect hidden feelings. Of course, there is no scientific evidence for such claims. Yet the legends persisted. And they continue to this day. Few people know that some collectors became so obsessed with Alexandrite that they spent decades searching for stones with the perfect color change. Not just any color shift. A dramatic transformation. A stone that looked green in one room and red in another. Finding such a specimen was like discovering buried treasure. And in many ways, it still is. But while legends helped build Alexandrite's reputation, science revealed an even more fascinating truth. The secret lies within the gemstone's atomic structure. Alexandrite belongs to a mineral family called chrysoberyl. During its formation deep underground, tiny amounts of chromium become trapped inside the crystal. This chromium is responsible for the stone's famous color-changing effect. Different light sources contain different combinations of colors. Alexandrite absorbs some colors while reflecting others. As a result, daylight reveals green tones, while warmer light sources reveal reds and purples. The effect is so dramatic that many people cannot believe what they are seeing. Scientists have studied the phenomenon extensively, yet it still feels magical. Nature somehow created a gemstone that behaves almost like a living thing. A gemstone that changes its appearance depending on its surroundings. And that's what makes Alexandrite truly special. It is not just rare. It is unique. The conditions required to form high-quality Alexandrite are incredibly uncommon. The right minerals must exist in exactly the right environment. Pressure, temperature, and chemistry must align perfectly. Even the smallest difference can prevent Alexandrite from forming. That is why gem-quality Alexandrite is so scarce. Over time, additional deposits were discovered in countries such as Brazil, Sri Lanka, Tanzania, Madagascar, and India. These discoveries helped increase supply. But they did not reduce the mystery. Fine Alexandrite remained exceptionally rare. Collectors quickly learned that no two stones were exactly alike. Some displayed stronger color changes than others. Some revealed flashes of blue, purple, or pink. Each stone seemed to have its own personality. Its own secret. Its own story. Today, Alexandrite remains one of the most valuable gemstones in the world. Exceptional stones can sell for astonishing amounts of money. Large specimens with strong color changes are especially prized. In some cases, they can command prices higher than many diamonds. Museums treasure them. Investors seek them. Collectors dream about them. The gemstone's reputation has only grown stronger with time. In an era where many luxury items can be manufactured or replicated, natural Alexandrite remains something genuinely rare. Something that nature created only under extraordinary circumstances. And that rarity continues to drive fascination around the globe. But the biggest secret was still hidden. Most people assume diamonds are the ultimate symbol of rarity and value. That assumption seems reasonable. After all, diamonds are famous everywhere. Yet some gem experts point out a surprising fact. High-quality natural Alexandrite is often far rarer than high-quality diamonds. In fact, certain fine Alexandrite stones are so scarce that many jewelers may never handle one during their entire careers. Think about that for a moment. A gemstone more difficult to find than many. Diamonds. A stone capable of changing color like magic. A treasure discovered in remote mountains and cherished by emperors. And still, many people have never heard of it. That is what makes Alexandrite so remarkable. Its greatest power may not be its beauty. It may be its mystery. Even today, new discoveries occasionally excite the gemstone world. Whenever an exceptional Alexandrite appears, collectors immediately take notice. Questions begin. Where did it come from? How strong is the color change? Could it be one of the finest examples ever found? The excitement never fades. Because every Alexandrite feels like a message from deep time. A crystal born millions of years ago. A rare accident of geology. A masterpiece created by nature itself. As we reach the end of this story, Alexandrite remains one of Earth's greatest hidden treasures. It is a gemstone of contradictions. Ancient yet timeless. Scientific yet magical. Rare yet unforgettable. From the mountains of Imperial Russia to modern museums and private collections, its journey continues to captivate people around the world. Perhaps that is why Alexandrite remains so powerful. Not because of what we know about it, but because of what we still do not know. Every flash of green, every glow of red, every mysterious transformation reminds us that our planet still holds wonders beyond imagination. And somewhere, hidden beneath layers of rock, another Alexandrite may be waiting to be discovered. A silent treasure. A forgotten miracle. A gemstone that changes color. And changes the way we see the world.